Before I get into today's very important lecture, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. My channel is very close to reaching that first 1,400 subscriber milestone. And if the audience is aware, one of the things I've been doing differently in terms of moving forward with my YouTube channel, there are a high percentage of live stream lectures I do exclusively for my members, and there's a very small amount of lectures I do exclusively for the public domain. So this is going to be one of these lectures where I'm doing it for the public domain. I'm going to leave it in the public domain. I'm live streaming in the public domain. And so with that being said, let's get down to today's lecture. The focus of this lecture, I've been wanting to do a lecture on this topic for a while, in which is, if you are a YouTube content creator, rather you are monetized or not, pay attention to this lecture. The focus of this lecture is making money on YouTube, rather you are monetized or not. If the audience is aware, my YouTube channel got monetized January of 2023. However, June of next year, my YouTube channel will be 3 years old. And I'm going to give you an example of how you really do need to have the mindset of having your own separate brand, your own separate product or service separate from YouTube. Think of YouTube and having the mindset is rather you monetize or not. Think of YouTube as utilizing this as a platform to market your brand, your product, and your service. And the reason why you need to have that mindset, because if YouTube was to shut me down right this minute, I'm okay with that, because I'm only using YouTube to market Marie Holiday brand. And I'm gonna give you an example. As the audience is aware, my book, Awake Financial Freedom, hit all major bookstores over a year and a half ago. Long before I got monetized in January of 2023, early in the beginning stage, I sold over 20 plus copies very quick when my book hit when my book hit all major bookstores worldwide. So immediately, I sold 20 plus copies of my book long before I got monetized as a content creator. Because, in this book, my book, Awake Financial Freedom, ties into Marie Holiday brand, my product. So that's just another example. Another example that I use as a YouTube content creator, in terms of our market, I get bonus. Another way I make money vicariously through YouTube is, for example, bonus referrals. I get bonus referrals relating to investments I do through my Robinhood investment app. And I market that on my YouTube channel. I market that on my business website. So I made bonus referrals through my Robinhood investing app long before I became a monetized content creator. And that is something I also market on my YouTube channel. Another service that I have been able to build a wait list on is I market my company, Marie Holiday, Paris and Associates Resource Center, is my company. One of the primary services that I do under my company is I go into an executed contract for individuals who want to hire me to develop their strategic business plan. I market my company on YouTube, but make no mistake, my company is 20 plus years strong. My company been around long before YouTube, so my brand, Marie Holiday brand, Paris and Associates brand, Awake Financial Freedom product, you know, and with my bonus referral I get through my Robinhood investing, I've been doing all of that long before I became a content creator, long before YouTube. So I say that to say, you know, as you got to have the mindset as a content creator, utilize your YouTube channel in to create other ways to make money from your product, your service, your brand, separate from YouTube, even separate from the merch store. That's because the merch store is kind of tied in to YouTube. But have the mindset to be a content creator, to figure out ways to make money, rather you monetize or not. Because I made significant revenue through these products and services I just presented to the general population long before I became monetized in January of 2023. You know, I will also strongly recommend for any content creator, because we all have knowledge, skills, abilities, a product or service. You know, I would strongly recommend that you develop and create your own separate business website. And once you create that business website, then you begin to market that business, market that link on your YouTube channel. You know, if you look at a lot of my videos in the description, even in this description, I'm always marketing my company, Patterson Associates Resource Center. I'm always putting a link to my business website. You know, I recently had my business website revamped. And when I had that revamping of my business website, I did literally market that through this platform. You know, so I would strongly recommend for any content creator to, outside of YouTube, have your own business website, have your own brand separate from YouTube, have your own service and product separate from YouTube, and then use YouTube to market all of your other services and product, and to market your brand. You know, and I'm gonna give you a prime example. There's a gentleman that I recently subscribed to his channel, and what motivated me to subscribe to his channel, you know, he was talking about this very same thing I'm talking about. And his young gentleman by the name of Caleb, pay attention to what he's saying in terms of how he's talking about how you can make money prior to monetizing by using your YouTube channel as a marketing tool.
Which means I can't monetize my over 100 videos until I crack that threshold. But the Roberto Blakes, the Nick Nimmons, and the vidIQs of the world keep saying that you can in fact make money even with fewer than 1,000 subscribers. And I can attest to it. So in this video, I'm going to break down the earnings that I can directly attribute to my YouTube channel, even though I'm still not monetized. And hopefully from one small YouTuber to another, this serves as some encouragement for you to get out there and build some income regardless of your small channel size. So hit that like button if you like YouTubers who show their numbers. And let's get into it. Here are the 3 streams of income I can attribute directly to this YouTube channel. The first is coaching, the second is sponsorships, and the third is referrals. I'll break down the earnings from each, so let's start with coaching. I offer financial coaching as a part of this channel, and the reason is because many people get caught in the weeds of their finances, and coaching can help direct them step by step towards changing their financial future. We go through the baby steps by creating an emergency fund, paying off debt, developing a budget that works, and investing in tax-free retirement, so that someday they can buy as much chocolate milk from the store as they want without breaking the bank. All that to say, I've earned $200 coaching directly through this YouTube channel. The second is sponsorships, and I'm not talking about those early channel sponsorships. You know we gotta thank our sponsor, Daylight Savings. We gotta thank our sponsor, Jackhammers. No, I'm talking about actual paying sponsors. I've done 2 sponsorships so far on my YouTube channel. These were full review videos of products related to finance. Now my goal with sponsorships is to ensure that 1, they're related to personal finance, and 2, they'll actually provide a benefit to my viewers. Total, I've earned $500 from sponsorships. The last and most significant stream of income I've received is from referral links. I do a lot of reviews of debit cards and other financial products here on the channel. Some of them actually.
So as we heard him say, literally he's utilizing his YouTube channel as a content creator to make money through referral links, business coaching, etc. So basically he's pushing his brand, you know, and he talked about, you know, before he even got monetized. So that validates, and that's really the mindset we need to have as content creators, because YouTube, I tell anybody, even if you monetize, you got to have the mindset of what are some ways I can create multiple streams of income, because as a monetized content creator, even when you monetize, it's going to still take a lot of work before you can really see any financial reward that's going to have an impact on creating financial freedom. And I say that to say, don't quit your day job. Don't quit your day job just because you monetize. Because I'm gonna tell you something. As an early monetized content creator, the money I've been making as a monetized content creator really is not enough yet to have an impact on enhancing my portfolio. And that's one of the reasons, as a content creator, you got to have other streams of income. Promote your business, promote your product, promote your brand as a content creator, separate and outside of YouTube. Because like I said, YouTube can shut me down tomorrow, but that's not going to stop the growth of Awake Financial Freedom in terms of getting my royalty checks every quarter from my publishing company. That's not going to shut down Paris and Associates Resource Center that's been strong for 20 plus years. And one of the primary services I do is go into an executed contract for people who want to hire me to develop their strategic business plan. There are other services I've done throughout the years under my company that I made significant amount of money, but over the past few years, I phased it out. And that's not going to stop me from making bonus referral money through my Robinhood investing. And I'm here to tell you, and all of the money I make off my book, my royalty checks, I reinvest. All of the money I make through my investing through Robinhood, I reinvest all of my dividends. And all of the money I make through my professional coaching, I reinvest back into my business. That's been in place strong for years, and I'm here to tell you. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have gotten something out of this very, very powerful lecture. Begin to have the mindset today. Begin to have the mindset today in terms of utilizing your YouTube channel as a content creator to promote your services, your brand, your company separate from YouTube. And if you do not have a business website, I strongly recommend you have your own separate business website and you promote that on YouTube. And I'm here to tell you. So that's all I have. Simplify, Simple Fidelis. And I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.